What's going on, Facebook, YouTube? Hey, so I lied. I said I wasn't gonna cook again, but you know what? I mentioned meatloaf on one of my other videos, and I've been craving it ever since. So I'm gonna put together a meatloaf today because you know that's another one of my favorite comfort foods, and I'm not gonna make anything with it. I'm just gonna make the meatloaf, and because one thing I really do like is a good old meatloaf sandwich. So I got some celery, bell pepper, and onion. I got my skillet out here because I'm gonna chop these up and I'm gonna saute them. So you guys stick around. All right. Let me cut that old dirty end off of that celery. Again, I gotta roll my fingers. Can't forget about that. I'm gonna split that celery down the middle. Put them over there out the way. I don't want to cut that up in great big pieces. I like celery, but for some reason it takes a long time to cook it. The sooner I cut it, the faster it cooks. And notice I got them fingers rolled under so I can cut a lot quicker. Don't have to worry about cutting my finger off. Push that over there. And get me a bowl from the scraps. There we go. Hate to mess up my bowl for scraps, but I get tired of walking over to the trash can. And we're gonna leave that on there. On a half of onion, half of a medium-sized onion is what I'm gonna put in it. That piece a little big, let's whack it up. Put that over here to the side. Get me, I don't know about that much of that bell pepper. I think the celery and the bell pepper is what really makes the flavor in the meatloaf. And again, there you go. That's another one of my opinions. But you know what they say about opinions. I don't worry about chopping the stuff up finely or different. You know, they're all different sizes. I like to taste the bell pepper and the celery and the onions. So then what I'm gonna do, let me get a little bit of oil. Get my oil out here. Put just a little bit in that pan. Turn that heat up. I don't want to put a lot of oil in them in there to saute them just enough to cover them up just a little bit. I forgot I had this thing, but this thing comes in handy. Just scoop all them vegetables up and chunk them in there. Then once again, we'll put some salt on them. Bring the water out at them. All right, we're gonna let these saute for a minute. I don't want to get them real soft. I just want to soften them up a little bit, because when we cook this meatloaf, we're going to cook it on 350 for, 50 minutes or an hour. That'll soften the vegetables up pretty good. You guys hang in there. We'll get these vegetables started sauteing, and we'll be right back. Put a little bit of pepper in them too. Turn that heat down. Now I want to cook this or saute it until those onions get just a little bit brown around the edges, kind of clear up. It won't take long for them onions to do that. Then after we get it sauteed, we're going to set them aside, let them cool off a little bit. Then we're going to mix up our hamburger meat, get ready to make the meatloaf. You guys hang in there. We'll be right back. Alright, if you'll take a look at those onions, they're getting just a little bit brown around the edges, and the celery and the bell peppers have turned to light green. That's about where I want to stop. I'm going to set them over here on the side. And I want to let them cool off. I don't want to dump them in that meat while it's hot. Then I'm going to go over here and get my hamburger meat. And we'll mix it up. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we got our meat out here. I'm cooking with an 80-20. I like a little bit of the fat in it. I don't want it really lean. Squeeze that out. Break it up a little bit. Excuse me. All right, I got it broke up there. Get my hands dried off, and I'm gonna show you what I mix it with. All right, I got some Italian breadcrumbs that I use for my breading in it. A little bit of pepper. And again, some garlic powder. I'm gonna put a little bit of this jalapeno powder in it. Because like everything I cook, I like it a little bit spicy. Let me get an egg. Go over here to the fridge and grab my eggs. Put one egg in it. Then I'm going to put just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there. And a little more. Oh, and now we're going to mix all this together. You don't want to over mix it. Just want to get all that stuff mixed in there together. And that was just 1 pound of hamburger meat. I'm by myself. One pound is plenty. Just kind of squeeze it together. There you go. It's all pretty much combined, turned into a log. Alright, I got my pan out here. Here's what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to put on top of this meatloaf. I've got some ketchup. I'm going to squirt me a bunch of ketchup in there. And I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce in that too. This is what's going to go on top of that meatloaf. And I'm going to take some brown sugar and put in that ketchup. And you know what? That brown sugar is going to make that ketchup kind of, you know, I guess kind of gummy. Because the one thing I like about eating meatloaf is when you bite into that piece of meatloaf and it sticks to your teeth. I know that sounds weird, but I like that. That's when it's good. Get a spoon, we're gonna mix all that together. We got our oven preheating at 350 degrees. I'm gonna put just a little more Worcestershire sauce in it. I kind of want that ketchup to be just a little bit brown. And something else I'm gonna put in it is I'm gonna put just a touch of my Helper's barbecue sauce in it. Not a lot, but some of it. This stuff has got really, really good flavor to it. Just about that much ought to be enough. I don't want it really to be barbecue. But honestly, that stuff right there don't really taste like barbecue sauce. It's different. And there you go. That's the sauce I'm gonna put on top of that meatloaf. Here, let me get my pan over here. I got it lined with some tin foil. What are you doing there, Maggie? Huh? What are you doing, Maggie? You cooking with Daddy? Huh? You cooking with Daddy? Let me get some Pam. This Pam over here, and I'm gonna spray this pan down good. Cooking with Maggie. Isn't that right, girl? You my girl? Sit down. Sit. You so sweet, aren't you? Yeah. Go eat. I'm gonna take this meatloaf. I'm gonna set it out here on this pan, and I'm gonna shape it. This is the way I do it. I like to kind of square it off on the ends. Smash it down on the top. Then I'm gonna put it in the oven and cook it for 50 minutes. I'm not gonna put my topping on it yet, because if I do, it'll burn, and I don't want it to burn on top of it. I'm gonna cook it for, I don't know, probably 25, 30 minutes before I put it on top of it. And you know what, hey, my sister-in-law suggested that I get something to spit in besides the sink. And you know what, yeah, she's right. I'm sure that grosses some people out, but me and my sister-in-law, I love her to death. She's a good woman. But we do have a love-hate relationship, and she'll agree with you. But yeah, I do love her. She sends me some good pointers, and I appreciate it. You guys hang in there. We're going to get this in the oven, and we're going to get it started cooking. And then about, like I said, in about 20, 25 minutes, we're going to come back and put some topping on it and let it finish out. And we'll show you what it looks like in the end. You guys, hang on. Take a look at it. It's ugly. But you know what? You know, it doesn't really have to be pretty to taste good. It's going to taste good. I'm going to take some of this ketchup that I've made. Get me a brush. I'm going to brush it on there. I want to cover every inch of that meatloaf with that, I call it sauce. It's actually a glaze if you think about it. Cover the ends of it, get it all down in the cracks and the holes of it. And I want a bunch of it on there. Like I said, I want it to be sticky when I bite into it. And then it'll be enough. And you know what? The thing is I'm gonna let that cook for about another 20, 25 minutes so I can, really get that ketchup and stuff just really cooked into it. Give it that gummy flavor. We're gonna put this back in the oven. Then we're going to bring it out. We're going to take a taste of it when it's done. You guys hang on. We'll be back about another 20, 25 minutes. All right, look at here. Meatloaf is done. I'm going to pull it out of the oven. And it's a little bitty meatloaf. But I live by myself. If I could have cooked 2 pounds of hamburger meat, but I don't want to freeze meatloaf. But look here, I want you to come over here and take a look at this. That's pretty. I mean, it's not shaped real good, but you know what? Like I said, it really doesn't have to look good to taste good. I know it's hot, but I'm gonna knock the corner off of it. Check that out. You see that part right there, and then the bottom of it is nice and done. Man, that's gonna make a good sandwich with that barbecue and my helper's barbecue sauce put on it and vegetables in it. That's some good stuff, guys. Look here. Come here, Maggie. I'll tell you what. You make a lot of friends in life, and they say in your lifetime you can count your best friends on one hand. Come here, sit down. Come here. Come on, turn around. There you go. This is one of my best friends right here. Love my dog. She's a good one. You guys have a good Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going fishing Christmas Day because it's supposed to be 80 degrees. I'm gonna let this cool off. Then I'm gonna make me a meatloaf sandwich. Hey, you guys have a good Christmas. I love you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. God bless you, and have a good one.